Hi and welcome to Level Up Cartooning. Today we're going to draw Ronnie Anne Santiago, the main character in Nickelodeon's The Casagrandes, which of course is the amazing successful spin-off of The Loud House. Anyway, all you're going to need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? Before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Alright, so let's draw Ronnie Anne. We're going to draw Ronnie Anne step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw her again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. Ronnie Anne is roughly 2 heads tall in this pose. In other words, however tall we draw her head, her entire body is 2 of those. So let's start with the roadmap for Ronnie Anne from the Casagrandes. So there's our roadmap for Ronnie Anne. Now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and the final step, to draw as light as possible. You'll see that I use guidelines to help me to know where to put Ronnie Anne's eyes, nose, mouth, and some of the other things. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. So let's rough out Ronnie Anne's features. Okay, so there are the roughed out features for Ronnie Anne. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for the final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw the final details of Ronnie Anne. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work to figure that out. In this step, it's okay to draw darker, but don't press too hard or mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. Always look with an eye on tweaking and improving until the very end. So let's draw in the details for Ronnie Anne. All right, there she is, Ronnie Anne from the Casagrandes. So how do you think you did? Understand, if you've never drawn Ronnie Anne before, then you cannot expect to have drawn her perfectly. You notice I don't spend time coloring Ronita during this video because I want my lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing Ronnie Anne. With that, you can draw her again and again, and by all means color her when you're done. I promise each time you draw her, it will be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. For those of you who want to go a little deeper, click on the link below for my free 4-part drawing series, where I spend more time explaining the details and the thinking behind each step in what I call the level up cartooning process. So now I'd love to see your drawing of Ronnie Anne. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. I hope you had fun with this one. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.